Hello, I'm Tim. My company is Sports and Touring. We're Mazda MX-5 specialists, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to this beautiful MX-5 Sport Tech Nav 2 litre. Like so many motoring enthusiasts, we were drawn to the MX-5 by the combination of amazing good looks, tremendous engineering and reliability, and probably the best-in-class driving experience. A driving experience that was refined through the Mark I and Mark II into the Mark III, which arguably, I think, produces the epitome experience, before the Mark IV, which introduces, of course, electric power steering, which some argue has taken just a tiny edge off the driving experience. So that's the MX-5 in general. And then we come to this particular car, a 2014 64 plate vehicle with less than 18,000 miles behind it. And that is a clear indication that this has been a weekend fun car. It has never been a daily driver. It hasn't sat in an office car park. It's had 3 keepers who've serviced it regularly at Mazda main dealers, and then we've just put it through a main dealer service ourselves. It's in technically perfect condition, and aesthetically it's wonderful too. The paintwork has plentiful luster, difficult to show on camera, but I think maybe there you can see that beautiful pearlescent finish, and it's in incredibly good quality all over the car. The wheels in this lovely, very slightly smoky silver grey have just been refurbished with a full bare metal process and powder coating, and on them these Kumo Extra tyres, the tyres chosen by BMW for the most powerful version of the Mini John Cooper Works, and that's why we started putting them on other cars, and we found that they provide an excellent driving experience. Let's take a look inside. The car comes, of course, with 2 remote key fobs and the original owner's book pack. And opening the driver's door, we can see immediately the fabulous condition of the interior. That door card, pretty much as it left the factory, unblemished, unmarked. And that's reflected too around the rest of the cockpit. The driver's seat is in excellent condition. The carpets and mats are just as they should be. And then sitting down into the car, we're into this beautiful Mazda MX-5 cockpit with its clear instrumentation, the large sat-nav screen in the centre that marks this out as a Sporttech Nav variant, that fabulous 6-speed short-throw gearbox. We've got stowage between the seats there, cup holder, switches for the electrically heated seats, of course, 12-volt socket, air conditioning controls, and the infotainment system. On the steering wheel, controls for the infotainment and the cruise control over there on the right, lights and wipers, of course, on their individual stalks. And then that lovely instrument binnacle with the big rev counter on the left, the speedo on the right, and that oil pressure gauge in the middle, which says to you, this is a proper sports car where you're going to watch what the engine is doing and how the engine health is. Let's start it up. A gentle engine note, quite a free revving engine, and just the right exhaust note, I think, to avoid being leery. It's never too much, but it does keep you in touch with what the car is doing at all times. Over on the infotainment, of course, we've got Bluetooth telephony, we've got the satellite navigation, and we've got Bluetooth audio as well, so you can stream music through from your phone using whatever app you prefer via the device there. It's not not connected to my phone just at the moment, but that will come up and play BBC Sounds or Spotify or whatever you have. And of course we've got the CD player as well. So the top range, Mazda did not build a better equipped variant of the MX-5 Mark III or NC, and it's such a pleasure to have this beautiful car to offer. Around at the passenger side, and once again we see an almost factory fresh door card. In fact, I can't see a single blemish on it anywhere. No marks, no scuffs, nothing to tell you that that isn't pretty well new. And round into the cockpit, again the carpet and mat, the dashboard, and these beautiful heated leather seats in perfect condition. It really is an astonishingly good example of the MX-5, and it's such a delight to find one in such good condition. If you've seen some of our other videos of convertibles, you know that I think it's really important to have a good roof system, and the MX-5 absolutely nails it, with a hard metal roof which protects you properly from the elements, keeps you properly warm in the winter, keeps the noise down effectively, and yet it folds and unfolds very rapidly. Buttons here on the dash, and we press the button to close. The windows move out of the way slightly, the cover moves off the area where the roof stows. The roof pulls itself into position like so. That cover goes back over the recess, and that little tone tells me that all I have to do is operate the lever there and the roof is locked in position. Conversely, to open it, releasing the lever and pressing the open button causes the sequence to operate the other way round. The roof folds away in only a very few seconds. So if you stop at the traffic lights and you've seen a shower coming towards you, this is your opportunity to get the roof back up if you need to, or on a sunny day as the weather warms up, it lets you get the roof out of the way and enjoy that convertible motoring to the absolute maximum. The MX-5 boot opens either from a button inside the cockpit or from the remote control. And it's actually a very good size. You could easily get kit for a couple of weeks away. I've seen people going camping in MX-5s without any difficulty. The boot is quite deep, and it goes out into the recesses either side behind the rear wheels. So if you've got golf clubs or fishing rods or whatever, they will be accommodated fairly easily. And again, we see the fabulous condition of this car. Everything just as it should be, in wonderful condition. Under the bonnet, and there is Mazda's 2-litre 4-cylinder inline power plant, producing 158 brake horsepower. So this is not the world's most powerful sports car by any means, but that's not the point of the MX-5. The point of the MX-5 is the experience of driving a beautifully balanced car with superb steering, with impeccable brakes, with a fabulous gearbox and gear shift, all of which immerse you in the process of making progress smoothly along the road, tackling those bends to flow through them rather than using brute force to accelerate out of every apex. And the MX-5 does all of this really well. Good fuel consumption too, combined figure of 36 miles per gallon, extra urban 46, and a top speed, by the way, of 132. And these cars will sit very comfortably on the motorway with cruise control engaged and eat the miles up if you're, heading off on holiday up to the Lake District or Scotland or down to the southwest. They're really good touring cars as well. And again, we see the condition under the bonnet is absolutely wonderful. Clean, correct, nothing whatsoever remarkable or amiss. So thank you very much again for watching. It's been a huge pleasure to show you this stunning MX-5. We're Sports and Touring. We're just outside Andover in Hampshire. We're open 7 days a week by appointment only. Please email or WhatsApp us or call us if you'd like more details or access to the Google Drive, where we've got high resolution photos of this car and copies of important documents as well. It'll be a pleasure to arrange a viewing for you either in person or by video call. If you've got a car to dispose of, we'll give you frank and honest advice about part exchange or other ways of achieving the best value for it. And if you need to chat about finance, we can do that too. We're authorised and regulated by the FCA. I do look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you for watching.